Yeah, the question I would like to know is if there were no financial perks to being president of the United States or serving in politics, I mean, no worldwide travel for fun on the, people's dollar, if there's no libraries when you leave the presidency, I'd like to know if they'd still want to serve. This question's coming.
All right, Dee, it's an interesting question, but in a certain way, I don't mean to be rude. It's sort of an empty question in one regard. Dee, all is vanity. If you read the Bible, you know that, don't you?
Yes.
I've thought about that this morning, actually, when I thought once again about, as though I've done my job. I'm telling you the way it is. I think about it all the time lately, because I've had the worst year of my life. You want me to lay it on the line? I don't want to sit here and complain to you. I'll just tell you what's going through my mind. I've had one liberal, low-life group after another come after me, and frankly, there's only so much that I want to fight for in this world. You know what I mean? Someone else can pick up the baton at a certain point. At least that's what runs through my mind at times. But look, I rarely quit anything in my whole life. I don't think I've ever quit anything. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes you think about it. I mean, Mother Teresa thought about leaving the church because she didn't know if God existed. But she never quit. She never left the church. But she had her doubts. So I have my doubts. Nevertheless, I thought about it this way. I said, it's all vanity. One of the voices that'll help save America from Obama, and without you, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not so sure, number one. Number two, so that's a vanity thing. In other words, I'm in it for vanity. It makes me feel important. I get on the air. I have a microphone. People listen to me. I have the attention that I've always wanted as a person of the mind. I've written books. I've been writing since I'm 16 years old. I've been on the radio since 1994. I've been very, very fortunate thus far with a lot of perspiration. I never stopped fighting. But the point I'm making is, why am I doing it? Why? Because I want to leave my mark. Okay, so what's that? Vanity. So who was the Christian theologian or prophet who said all is vanity, Baal? Do you remember who said that? Does anyone know who said, I know it's in the Bible, but who wrote all is vanity? Anyone who could cite chapter and verse who said all is vanity, give me a call at 1-800-449-8255. You own a free copy of Banner Britain. So let me go on with my thinking, because I'm a man who thinks. Again, 4 in the morning, wake up. This time it wasn't jokes. This time it was, I'm in radio. Why? Well, it's vanity. What do you mean vanity? Well, that's all it is. That's all it is. You think anybody else is in the media or writing a book or riding a bicycle or fighting a boxing match for any reason other than vanity? So then you think, okay, so that's mankind. All is vanity. Say, okay, so what's the alternative to vanity? Let's go to the opposite extreme. So a life without ego, a life without vanity, get into the whole Buddhist mishigas, meaning the whole Buddhist, the mystique of Buddhism, where you shave your head, in essence, put on a saffron robe, and you chant. And you have no ego and you have no vanity. Well, that's about the most vain thing I could think of a man doing. Why did I come to that conclusion? Because when you say, I don't want to have vanity, I want to have no vanity, meaning I'm so damn important that I'm going to show I can live without vanity. I can be unlike most men, and I don't need vanity. That's a form of vanity, maybe the most magnificent form of vanity there is. Or the most obscene form of vanity is to pretend you have no vanity. Because the minute you go into the monastery or the church or the synagogue or the holy order, what you find out is that there's a very strict hierarchy. They're not all in love and peace and, gurudom. Everyone's not nice in these places. They're mean as hell. And they're extremely hierarchical. So in other words, there's hierarchy within the church, hierarchy within the synagogue, hierarchy within the Buddhist order, so all is vanity. There is nothing but vanity. So therefore, I think I'll stay in radio. Ecclesiastes 1:2 convinced me that since all is vanity and there's no escaping it, and while you're alive, you may as well keep climbing because there's nowhere else to go. I'll be right back.
Savage. Dream.